Hello Gemini, this is EJ with EJ Star Tarot with your reading from January 15th through the 31st, 2020. I can't believe we're halfway through this month. Alright, well thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I greatly appreciate your donations and I appreciate those who purchase private readings with me. It's always my pleasure. If you're new, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and comment below. A reminder to please check out my main page. You can check out my community tab where I do communicate with you there. And also check out my membership tab. Thank you to those of you who already became members. I greatly appreciate it. And let's see, what else do I have? I have nothing else, so let's get started with your reading. Now, this is the main issue affecting your work or career path. And we have two cards laying out. So one of them is, we're going to go ahead and read that. It's life experience. And it says, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. So for some of you, this could be that it's a time for you to do something other than what you're currently doing, right? It's like liberation. It's to spread your wings and don't settle for less, is basically what this is saying. You will see that. You'll see that, if you meditate, you'll see that when you have that one hermit moment and you kind of go within to seek answers and to see the direction that you need to go, and you'll find that truth. But I feel like there's going to be really big changes for a lot of you, and it's going to be really rapid. And this change is not something that you can prevent, or it's just change that needs to happen here, okay? I feel that for some of you, you are evaluating your life situation. I'm going to put this card over here. My hand gets kind of tired just sitting there. Okay, hopefully you can still see that there. It's like you take that hermit moment, as I mentioned, and you see a new revelation, you see a new perspective, and if you've been procrastinating about something, now you won't be. It's like you're finally like saying, you know what? Maybe I'm not supposed to work for somebody. Maybe I'm supposed to do this business I've been wanting to do, or maybe I'm supposed to go and do this other thing that I've been really wanting to do, and that's why the doors aren't opening. And it's like you finally get that realization and you move towards that moment, right? And it's kind of like an awakening, and then it kind of has that sense of freedom, because now you're not overwhelmed by the thought of trying to find a job. Now it's like you're alert now, right? And you find yourself going with the changes, and you bring growth, and the cards are basically saying you're encouraged to spread your wings, motivate yourself, embrace the path of your heart's true desire, and trust your intuition that path that you're going down is going to be something of great significance here, because this is what the life angel, or the life experience archangel Samuel is saying. Hey, Gemini, open your wings up and fly, because there are so many things that you can do, and your horizon is broadened, but it's our mind that keeps us narrow focused on something that we think that is what we want, but reality, it's a job that pays, right? And this is saying, no, it's time to have that powerful revelation with yourself and take change of the thing that needs to change. Take charge of the thing that needs to change, and spread your wings and do something that is there deep in your heart. But how do you see that? How do you know that? It's by being that hermit and taking that time, to evaluate and see the direction that you need to go in. All right, so the next card you got in regards to your main issue, your current issue affecting your work and career, is the Ten of Air. And it says, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now, recovering from addiction. Now, addiction could be a lot of many things, right? Doesn't have to be alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, sex, whatever. It can be anything. Now, it's time. We talked about the life experience and how there's going to be a change, how you're finally going to see that you know what? The thing that I thought I was supposed to do, I'm not supposed to be doing, and that's why the doors aren't opening. Let me go this other direction. And then you start to see that the difficultness just fade away, and you start to embrace walking down this path because you see, oh, the first step was awesome. The second step was even better. The third step was even more, and it's just, you start seeing that and you feel good and your confidence goes up and you're just like, that weight, that heaviness is lifted. Now, when I was meditating, my shoulders and neck area were very, very tense, but as I was meditating on you, it just suddenly was, it released. It was no longer there. That tense I no longer have. So it's definitely this life-changing event that's going to help you through this difficult change, or this difficultness that you've been through is no longer going to be there. You're finding the path and that direction that you need to go in. So that's awesome. Now let's go ahead and see what our Spirit has to say. The next section we're going to do is what you need to know, what you need to know, you may need to consider or wake up, be aware of, okay? So, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know or be aware of? What does Gemini need to know or be aware of in their career financial path, January 15th? Okay. We have the Eight of Water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. This is a lot of progress here, okay? So here we talk about this change, moving out of a difficult situation, and here you are in the move, the desire to move on and the search for something deeper and meaningful, right? And that's kind of what this is saying. It said, hey, Gemini, you're moving away from that now. When we talked about the 10 of air and you're moving away from difficult situations, it's because you have that desire for something better. You have that desire to move on towards something that is more meaningful to you, right? Now, you may be leaving a situation that just isn't working for you, that just really brought you down, right? And you're going to move towards something that's more fulfilling spiritually and emotionally. Some of you may be dealing with feeling overburdened, burnt out, whatever it is, but you're feeling the need to move on from that. And I feel that you've grown a lot through the past, and all of that is behind you now, okay? Changes are going to bring, the changes that are come are going to be very beneficial to you. There's something of your desire, but it's only when you go within to see that, right? This is a relocation for some of you, or a change in your job or relationship at this time, right? So definitely we talk about spreading your wings. We talk about you moving towards something better. We talk about things changing, something of your desire. There is a relocation. There is a job offer coming your way. But, and this job or this situation, whatever may be for you, Gemini, is something that you really desire deep down. But you've been pushing it down because you need a job to pay the bills. And so that's your first priority. But Spirit is saying, Gemini, wake up. Be aware that if you walk away from that, you're going to move towards something that is more better. That's going to be more beneficial to you. So wake up and see the path that is before you, okay? All right, Spirit. What's standing in Gemini's way? What is hindering Gemini's career path, financial and career path, January 15th to 31st, 2020? Spirit, please. What is hindering Gemini? What is standing in their way from pursuing their career path, financial, January 15th to the 31st, 2020. What is standing in Gemini's way? Whoa! Alright, wow, we've got a lot of cards here. I think I need to do a reshuffle, okay? So give me a second because the cards were just kind of flying everywhere. And I'm getting that some of you already know what you need to do, but it's that fear of change. It's a fear of spreading your wings. It's a fear of moving down this path that is not known to you, you're not familiar with it, right? What is hindering Gemini from moving down the career path, January 15th to 31st, 2020? The Emperor. Okay. Organization and logic, structure, discipline, and leadership is basically your discipline and the leadership to take to move down that path, Gemini. It is that you're not, with the Emperor being here, you're not very organized in your thoughts. And you're not being disciplined enough to move down this path that is much better for you. You need to take that leadership and move that, because the desire to be successful and have that stability is making wise choices. And how can you do that if you're not listening to your own intuition? Your angels are there telling you, Gemini, over here, over here. And you're going that way. And that way isn't Gemini, the sound is here. The sound is here, but you're going the opposite direction. I think that you need to get organized so that you can be more effective. Okay? And when I say get organized, it's in your thoughts, in your mind, be more logic, be disciplined, because you need that at this particular moment to follow through with the dream that you want, right? Know that you can be guided. You will be guided by your angels, but you have to be open to it, right? You need to create your plan and proceed with that plan, implement that plan, right? So it's almost like when you plan a trip, when you go on a trip, you don't just go without having what the things you want to do, and you have a plan of action of what you want to do, and you arrange the things that sightseeing and stuff like that, right? Well, this is saying that you need to organize your thoughts, put a plan down, and then start taking those steps as I talked about earlier. Because when you take that first step, Gemini, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is the thing that I needed to do this whole darn time, and I was wasting my time going to the left when the angels were telling me to go to the right. There it is. Be the leader of your path. Be the leader to your destiny. Because only you can take you there. No one else can. Spirit, what advice do we have for Gemini, January 15th through the 31st, 2020, please? What advice, career advice, financial advice do we have for Gemini for January 15th through the 31st, 2020, please? What advice do we have for Gemini? What advice do we have for Gemini, please? January 15th to 31st, 2020. I feel it deep in my gut, in my soul, that you know what it is you need to do, Gemini. Why aren't you doing that thing? Are you afraid? I understand. It's scary. Going down a path that we don't know if it's going to bring stability. But honestly, think about it. If you go to the left and you get a job, do you know that that job is going to provide the stability that you want? Because that job can let you go at any time. Right? And then you're back to square one. Do you take the chance on you now that you have that opportunity to invest in you and go down the path that you're supposed to? I don't know. So the advice that we have, let me take a drink really quick, Gemini. So the advice we have from Spirit is the Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. What does that mean? Yeah, you need to make a decision. You need to make a wise decision here. What path do you do? What do you do? Do you continue trying to go to the left when Spirit has been telling you, look, the door hasn't opened for you because you need to go to the right? You have a lot going on in your mind that is creating instability. You may experience financial instability or have too many projects on your plate. You're feeling stressed, or you're feeling the overwhelmingness of trying to maintain everything, right? Or trying to manage everything at once. This here is saying consider a different approach, right? Make the decision. Maybe you need a different career. Maybe you need a different path. And if you're currently employed and you know that you're not happy there, you make a slow transition, right? Which means really evaluate the decision, the direction that you want. Do you want to continue to work with this employer, or do you want to create your own? Because I feel like you all want to create your own here. And if that's the case, if you're employed, and you really want to create your own, slowly make that transition by creating the plan of action and then taking the first steps towards that. And then once you see that you're able to fly, then that's when you leave your current situation. For those of you that are not working, what are you waiting for? I know that it's stressful. I know that it's hard. I know that it's fearful. I'm on that same boat. But you need to try, Gemini. Spread your wings and fly, because you're moving towards something that is great. But you need to organize yourself. You need to take leadership on that direction, on that path that can give you that success. I feel like some of you are so tense. You need to lighten up. I feel like you need to, I honestly feel that there's a lot of ideas you have, and you have a lot of creativity. However, the tensity or the pressure of life isn't allowing you to see it. Breathe. You just need to lighten up a little, enjoy life. And I feel that, yeah, it's hard to deal with change, right? It's hard to go with change. It's hard to do what the cards are telling you to do. But you need to balance, you need to adapt, and then you need to move forward. You need to take that plan of action, right? Because when we create our plan of action, then we know, oh, this is what we need to do. We got to take that first step. But those of you that have the ability now to try to do that, do it. Make that plan of action. Do the research. If there's research necessary, do that research. But here it's saying you can move towards something that's really good and become your own. But first you need to be organized in your thoughts, in your planning, and then take that plan, take that action, right? It's like you take that initiative and take that action and move forward, right? All right, Spirit, what can Gemini, oops, hold on just a second. These cards are just flying and I haven't even asked the question. All right, Spirit. What can Gemini do at this current moment to improve their chances of change? Improving their chances of change. What can Gemini do right now to improve their chance of change? What can they do right now? Spirit, what can Gemini do January 15th to the 31st to improve their chance of change? Whether it's career situation, financial situation, business, what can they do now? Today, what can they do to improve their change? Whoa, do you see that? Spirit really has messages for y'all. We're going to take them now. One of them came up, is already here. So we're going to take this one and then we'll go ahead and get to these. So let me move these to the side here, Gemini, because we need space. Because y'all, man, y'all need some talking to here. All right, so we got the Empress. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Damn it, Gemini, here it is. Give birth to your dreams. Because there is abundance, prosperity, there is financial stability, there is growth, and the thing that you're trying to do. Stop going to the left, go to the right, because the left isn't working for you. I don't know how many times I got to tell you that, Gemini. But I know y'all sometimes can be stubborn, because I'm a Gemini too. Yeah, I know. You need to spend some time in nature. Go out for walks, breathe, meditate. And I don't mean like meditate, put the music on and, light some incense and sage yourself. Well, maybe you need to be sage. So go get some darn sage and sage yourself. I don't know. But you need to go out and you need to let it out. Release that fear, the stress, the anxiety of your everyday life so you can go to the right. Because right now you're holding yourself back. That's all I'm going to tell you. Is you're holding yourself back. Maybe you need to be more creative or artistic here. Maybe that is going to help you release this. Whether you sing, you write, you dance, you yoga, you ride bikes, you sew, you paint, you color, whatever it is. I want to keep mentioning everything. Do whatever it is you got to do. Okay? Because right now it's that time this is the time for you, Gemini. It'll bring you great rewards. Trust me, you will see that abundance before you. And you have that Midas touch right now that when you plant your seed, it's going to grow rapid like that. But it's not until you plant your seed, Gemini. It's not until you plant it will it grow. So what can you do today to make your change? Give birth to your dreams. There it is. Next card, Four of Air. Time to rest. Take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation provides the answer. There you go. I just told you to meditate, to go and do something. Meditation isn't just going and sitting in front of something, listening to music. Now, for some of you, you can do that. But if you're not that type of person, go out and just breathe. Do not take your phone. Do not take your music, whatever. Just go out, hear the birds, breathe in and out, and release the positive energy into the universe. Speak out loud what it is that you want, and you will have it. Gemini, Three of Water. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. The need for more fun. I just told you to loosen up. Be more playful. Celebrate who you are, because you have the ability, Gemini, to create this greatness. Go after that dream that you've been wanting. Don't fear or doubt, because once you do that, you break the bridge and you fall. Keep on going to the direction that you want to go in. Find that time to breathe so that you can give birth to the dreams that you have, that you desire. This is what you can do right now to change your situation. Take the initiative. First, start with meditation, if that's the first thing that's going to help you, to clear your energy, to clear the intensity that you have within you, to remove the headache and the stress and the overwhelmingness and the burden. Release it all. That's your first step. You find the answers. I don't know, Gemini. What? Look what we got. The Magician. You are ready. No matter what you think, you're ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Oh my gosh, Gemini, this is what you can do right now, this minute. Yes, I'm getting upset with you because some of y'all would be like twiddling your thumbs. I don't know what to do. I don't have any resources. But you know what? You do. The problem is you're not seeing the answer. You need to meditate. Release that negativity. Release that doubt and that fear, because it's in front of you. It's in front of you. Birth it. Grow it. Water it. Feed it, whatever you got to do, because you have the Magician. You have the ability to manifest your reality. Now, it's up to you, Gemini. You could stay twiddling your thumbs, or you can. This is what you can do now. Spirit says this is what you can do right now to make this change. No more procrastination. You need to be disciplined. Concentrate on the efforts that are needed to make this change. Then you're going to see unexpected resources just come on through, and you're just like, whoa, wait a minute, what? How'd this happen? But it's not until you take the initiative. Because, things are not magically just going to appear on your doorstep. You got to make the thing happen. You got to plant it. And a lot of you feel like you are not ready for this. But you really are. You're more ready than you can imagine, but you're not. The stress and the overwhelmingness of life is not allowing you to see that. So you're not able to do this. Your life experiences that are right there have prepared you to go in this direction, whether you believe it or not. Opportunities are there, but it's, you don't need to go to school. Right now, Gemini, you are, the way you are ready. No need for education. No need for training. It's all within you to birth this out. So this is what you can do now in this current moment to make this change. So are you going to make this change, Gemini? Are you going to be this empress? Are you going to take that time out and meditate and clear the negative energy out and release the positiveness and speak it to the universe and act as if you have it? Celebrating life, celebrating your joy and your victory that is about to happen, because the Magician is saying, you can do this. You are more than ready. You are more than ready to create your reality, but it's up to you. Are you going to continue to the left or are you going to move to the right? Because the path on the left, what is it bringing you? Think about that. What I really want you to do, Gemini, is take a piece of paper. And I really want you to write the left and the right. And I want you to list all the things that you've been currently doing and what is their movement or not. And I want you to list on the right the things that you want to be doing. And then from there, I want you to start to create a plan of action. Baby steps, okay? It's very important for you to have a journal. Because in that journal, it's going to help you to see the things that you need to do. Because we are so overwhelmed and blinded that, we're like the Eight of Swords. We feel stuck and we feel like we're not ready and we can't move forward because we didn't remove our blinds, because we're not removing the everyday life stress and the everyday life disappointments. Instead, we stay stuck there, and then we become the Five of Cups and we're just dwelling on negativity. But no. The time is now. The time is now to move in the direction that you want, especially if you are not working. The time is now. And you're like, but DJ, how do I do that? I want you to write it down. I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to write the left and the right. And I want you to list all the doors that have closed on the left, all the things you've been doing and everything that's been closing. And then to the right, I want you to write what your heart really desires. And what have you done to get there? Because here it's telling me that you have the ability. This is what you need to do right here. Right? The advice is that you need to make a wise decision here. And that decision can lead to your success. That decision can lead for you to be that leader of your path. That leader I'm getting a lot of entrepreneur spirit here. Leadership, management, right? But first, what do you have to do? The answers are here. It's up to you. It's up to you. Now, this is just really quick. I'm not trying to advertise, but I want to share my experiences that tarot with me, I pull a card every day. I meditate on the cards and I pull a card every day. And I really read that one card or two cards. Whatever cards come out, I really read into it deep. And it's helped me to see that even though I have had disappointment after disappointment, doors slammed in my face, walls dropped on me, buildings fallen on me, I've sunk into the ground and I've had everything buried on top of me, I'm still coming out on top. Do I have a job? No. Am I worried? No, I'm not going to worry. You know why? Because I become the Eight of Swords and then I become the Five of Cups. I don't want to do that. I want to be this Empress. I want to be the Emperor. And I'm going to take charge of the direction I'm going to move in. Because now is my time. Spirit is just letting us know right now is the time for you to do this, Gemini. So for those of you that are working, again, slowly steps. I don't want you to quit your job, immediately. I want you to take slow steps towards the direction. But if there is an opportunity that you can just say, you know what? See ya. Don't want to be ya. I'm gone. And move on to the next, then do it. But if you don't have the ability to do that, don't do it. That's not my advice. But Spirit is saying, whatever it is that you want, you can manifest today. Right now. Start doing it today. I want you to get a journal. I want you to write or a piece of paper, whatever you can afford to do. I want you to write the date on this. Because that's what I do every day when I do my daily. Alright? And I'm going to share with you right quick what I had today. Just so you can see that I do this every single day and what my message was for today. And it's amazing. It just blows my mind. January 14. Here's my date. And it says, I got the sun. And it says, happy outcome, brilliant news that leads to success. Have confidence in yourself. This is it. Right? You're succeeding in so many ways right now, Gemini. And so am I. That we can't even see it because we're stuck. Right? Now, not going to go too much on what that because that's tarot with me and I don't want, So yeah, anyways, this is it right here, Gemini. Take that step, take that leap of faith because it's going to take you to great success. You are the magician that's going to lead you to something great, right? Trust your intuition that you're being guided. Remember, if you don't have if you don't have a notebook and you want to buy one of mine, always, check out, email me, and I will let you know if I have some available or not. But my whole point is just get a piece of down paper. Just get a piece of paper and write your plan of action. What are you going to do? I want you to date it too, because I want you to go back and reflect. Without a date, we can't go by and be like, oh, at this time, this is when I started to do this. I want you to celebrate that date each month. So if it's on today, the 14th of each month that you took that step, I want you to celebrate. I want you to celebrate every day, but I want you to go out with a bang on the 14th of every month and really be like, this is the day that I gained my power back to direct me in the direction that Spirit wants me to go in. All right, Gemini, be blessed. I hope you enjoyed the reading. We'll talk soon.